Well, how do there, chums? 'Tis I, Captain of the Steves. Now, this is a follow-up video to the one that I done the other day of the lady freaking out on a plane, thinking another passenger was not real or some kind of reptilian. Now, in that previous video, that chap that claimed to be the other passenger on the plane, covered with facial tattoos, claimed he was that passenger and gave a really decent sort of account to camera of his take. I don't think that was the person in question, because you can see the person in question wearing a hoodie inside of this little snippet, no facial tattoos, no ginger hair, in fact very dark hair. It's not the same person, people, and there's a lot of other people claiming to be this person, and I think falsely. I don't think we've come across that real person that is that passenger on the plane that this lady was alluding to. There's also some witnesses that claim that they made eye contact with this person and some pretty crazy stuff took place. So take a listen to their accounts, people.
Here's a story time for you. I've tried like 2 times to record this, but I keep going over the 3-minute limit, and I don't want to do a part 1, part 2 type thing, so I'm going to try to be specific. I was on that flight. It was American Airlines. We were leaving Dallas-Fort Worth. I was sitting in the left aisle, about 3 rows back from this woman. She was sitting in the right aisle, and she had this very interesting exchange with some dude in a hoodie. I don't remember the color of the hoodie. I really, you know how memory is. When you're not super paying attention, you don't remember all the details. I had one headphone in, couldn't hear all the specifics of what happened, but I noticed this exchange between this woman and this dude in a hoodie. And it was kind of weird at the time because it seemed like no one else before she really started getting frantic, like was paying attention to this, but that makes sense. It was like a normal flight. This was after putting all the luggage away. We'd been on the plane for a little bit. It was before the flight attendant came over and gave the little spiel. And what I remember is she was having like a full-blown conversation with this dude in the hoodie. I'll call him the hoodie guy. She was having a full-blown conversation with hoodie guy. The weird thing was that he never once said a fucking word to her the whole time. And at the time, I don't know, I wasn't really thinking about it. But it was like it's like she would say something and he like would respond, but there was no exchange happening. It was just her getting more and more frantic. Which, okay, if she's drunk and she's going crazy, then you would think the dude in the hoodie would have been like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? But he was just like dead locked on her, like deep eye contact with her, like I don't want to feed into the conspiracies here, but like almost like she was like in a hypnosis type of thing. And she started getting more and more frantic to the point where then people started kind of noticing. Flight attendant came over, tried to calm her down, like, what's going on? She sat back down, but she kept looking over at this dude in the hoodie, and finally she was like done with it. And that's like when I really started paying attention, like, okay, what the fuck is going on? And that's when she was like, I can't do this. She started getting up. She started walking up to the front. And then the whole video thing happened. I didn't take a video of it. I was listening to a Stephen King audiobook. I wasn't like pulling out my phone to record this. And she didn't seem drunk to me, by the way. Just throwing that out there. I didn't see her drink. I mean, she seemed totally normal to me up until that point. The weird thing was after she left the plane, the dude in the hoodie, which the flight attendant was like, did anything happen? And he still didn't say a word. He just went like, and like shrugged.
Happened.
The dude in the hoodie like looked around the plane and he looked back at me. And he winked at me. And again, I didn't quite register it. I was like, okay, what was that about? I was like, maybe he's just being like, that was weird, wasn't it? But now that I look back, I realized that when he winked at me, and it was his left eye looking back at me, it didn't wink like this. It winked like this.
So what you're looking at to the right of me right now is a mock-up of what this person claims to have seen. So the actual blinking or winking of the eyes was very different. Very reptilian-esque. They went horizontal, not vertical like bump, 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 but the other way. Yeah. How bizarre, people. How bizarre indeed. Okay, now this is the original footage from another angle that actually shows as this woman gets a little bit distressed and stands. So yeah, take a watch of this. I've put on some subtitles for you as well.
fuck off this plane. A volunteer. He might still be in the middle seat. Can I get a volunteer to sit in the aisle seat? She just needs to sit down.
Here, fucking see you after this. See what happens. See what happens after this. See what happens.
Where's your bag? Is your bag still on your truck?
See what the fuck happens after
She has a bag.
I don't even give a fuck about my shit. Sit there.
License verified, disarm door, stand by for all calls.
I'm a licensed attorney, so just be careful. I'm a licensed attorney.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? I am gonna do it. I am gonna do it. Pull me down. I'm getting the fuck off. I'm getting the fuck off because no, I'm getting the fuck off because there is a stupid fucking dude on here. No.
Yeah.
Go. It. I don't give two f***s, but I am telling you right now, that back there is not real.
So people, I did a video just the other day on reptilian aliens that could be hiding amongst us or already be here on Earth. I'll put a link in the top right hand corner to that, and I'll also put it as an end card. But people, this is very odd, and I'm on the fence. The jury's out. Let us know what you think inside of the comments. Maybe I was a little bit too quick to judge this footage on first sight. Anyway, until next time, goodbye, and goodbye again.